Hello and welcome to the demo of Dreamixer. Dreamixer is a stable diffusion-based AI tool to generate comic strips from text. This was developed by Team Office as part of Stable Diffusion Hackathon. Myself, Amir, and my other team members are Karthik and Parthu. So why Dreamixer? Dreamixer aims to democratize the creation of comic strips. We believe there are many people who want to express their thoughts and ideas as comic strips, but are unable to do so. This is because of their limited digital and creative design capabilities. With text-to-image models, this is changing very fast. Now you can give a description of an image, and image very close to your imagination is generated by AI. We are taking this one step further by making Stable Diffusion understand comic characters using the Dreambooth fine-tuning technique. For demo purpose only, we have fine-tuned Stable Diffusion model to recognize comic characters from Dilbert universe. The model recognizes Dilbert, Wally, Dogbert, Catbert, and Alice. The app consists of 3 pairs of inputs, with each pair having a setting and a dialogue. And each pair of setting and dialogue corresponds to a single frame in the comic strip. You provide these 6 inputs, and the app is going to generate a comic strips with your settings and dialogues. Here, I'll trigger and we'll come back to it. And let's look at a pre-generated comic strips. The comic strips takes about 60 seconds to generate. So we'll come back to this. Here you can see I have generated a comic strip with the 3 characters of Dilbert, Wally, and Dogbert. Dilbert is walking in the park. Wally is sitting on sofa, and Dogbert is holding a cup of coffee. As well as all the 3 characters have their dialogue, with Dilbert saying nothing like walk in the park, Wally nothing like lazing on the sofa, and Dogbert saying nothing like a strong coffee. So you can generate these comic strips and share it, expressing your ideas. A few other examples. So we can change the setting. Dogbert sitting on sofa, Dilbert sitting on chair, Wally holding a cup of coffee. So based on the depth of training as well as the variety of training, the characters can do quite a lot of things. We also have Alice. So Alice wondering, what shall I do today? Dilbert giving a suggestion, and Dogbert making fun of both of them. Coming back, yes, our comic strip is generated with Dilbert saying this works, Wally walking the park, being pessimistic, and Dogbert just wants to take the credit for all of it. Cool. So not only that we can generate the comic strips with the settings and characters that you saw, but we can have other variety of characters based on the variety of training, depth of training, things. For example, we have here Dilbert in the park looking at his phone, Dilbert on top of building, Dilbert in office, holding a pen, holding a paper, holding a cup of coffee. So variety of situations we can actually render our comic characters in. Not only that, we can also place comic characters in novel settings. For example, in the first 2 strips, Dilbert is standing in front of Taj Mahal and Dilbert standing in front of Eiffel Tower. Not only the Dilbert universe character, but we can also use the outside of Dilbert universe characters to be rendered in the style of Dilbert. Here we have Captain Marvel in the style of Dilbert, Iron Man in the style of Dilbert, and not just comic characters, real world people can also be rendered in the style of Dilbert comic. For example, the last 2 strips, we have Donald Trump in the style of Dilbert, as well as Hillary Clinton in the style of Dilbert. A quick disclaimer. The data was trained on a scrape from the web and is proprietary. So we are only using this model for our own curiosity, learning, and academic purpose. We are not going to use this particular model for any commercial purpose whatsoever. In future, we plan to use open source comic strips and train a new model that we can make available publicly for everyone to play around with. We had a lot of learning during this hackathon, from reading and understanding Stable Diffusion and Dreambooth papers, tweaking and hacking code to train multiple characters, refactoring the code so that it can be called from a Python app rather than as a shell command. Hoping to have more exciting times tinkering with the technology and sharing our experience with the community. Follow us on LinkedIn and Twitter for our updates. Thanks you.